What is going on, everybody? This is Snowman. Welcome to Show Off. Today we're going to be looking at a game that I picked up in a humble weekly sale, and I do enjoy it a lot, actually. It's called Mutant Mudds Deluxe. And so let's dive. There's not a lot of options. This kind of just forget all the fluff. Let's just get into the game, and that's kind of this game's philosophy here. Let's start a new game just so you can kind of see the story a little bit here. You're this little kid playing games. Sounds good. Oh snap! Meteor coming down. Oh, we're fine. We're just minding our own business. No, there's a meteor for real. You better watch out. Oh boy, I can feel it now. Is that my grandma? Just Oh no, a muddy invasion. All right. Well, there's story there for you. That's really all you need, right? Here is your basic gameplay. You play as this little boy, and of course you can jump. This is kind of a little bit of the tutorial here. You can jump and shoot. That's your little gun. You can also hover. You can do if you press the jump button twice, you hover with your little jetpack, and so that's the basic gameplay. It's a very kind of old school feel on purpose. That's the intent of the game, is to have this old school feel to it. You can down and jump to go down on the ledges. You can down and shoot to shoot tiny enemies. But here you go. And then this is where the game actually becomes very original to me, and this is what sets this game apart and made me really want to look at it here on Show Off. You can jump between, I wouldn't call them dimensions, but definitely like visual locales in the game. You can go back into the background, so it's kind of really cool. You can see the foreground in front of you, but now it's blurry. And what becomes in focus is the area of play that you're in right at that moment. So there you go, we're in the background now. It's kind of teaching you that, hey, you can do that, you can go in the back, and then these jump pads are how you maneuver. And so as soon as you jump on a jump pad, it will send you directly in the direction that it wants to send you. These guys take 3 hits there, they're pretty tough. Okay, so now we can jump. Again, there is literally 3, I don't want to call them dimensions, but I guess that's probably the best way to imagine it. So now we're in the forest of foregrounds, and not forest like F-O-R-E-S-T, but F-O-R-E-E-S-T. That doesn't make any sense. But anyway, so now we're just down in that middle ground, that little octagonal pointed shape is our end goal, so we can reach that. And there you go, we've completed the level. There's also, though, secret levels inside of each other level. So if we go back into this level really quickly, just to kind of show off the other levels, there's lots of hidden extra bonus stuff. There we go, let's try and make our way. One tiny gripe I have is you move really slow. I wish you could move faster, but this is the max speed you go. There's no way to go faster. And so that's a little frustrating. And I have some other gripes, but we'll get to those after a little while. For now, though, I kind of just wanted to show off that I actually do like it. I do like the game a lot. I think it has a lot of character, and the pretty cool gameplay mechanics of switching between dimensions kind of sets it apart for me. Obviously, I've seen other games do it before in the past, like one that just pops most recently in my mind is the Donkey Kong Country Returns series. They did this as well. Now we can go to VLAN. This is a bonus level within the level itself. Oh, I jumped right into the guy. I didn't mean to. So this is actually a other level within. That was a good shot. Within the other level, if that makes any sense. So we're in this place now. There's no way to go back. We are stuck in here until we finish the level. So we'd better do good. Okay, I died. Well, luckily, I believe it just starts you. If you hit retry, it'll just start you right there. Either at the beginning of the level, depending on where you were, or it will, if you've hit a checkpoint, it will start you back at the checkpoint. See, yeah, I made it look really easy that first try, but the next shot, dang it, I keep getting hit. Obviously, you have 3 lives, just like kind of any typical game where, you know, you have 3 shots, and if you get hit, then you die. We're going to shoot that guy, very good. We're going to jump across, then we are switching dimensions again. Now we're in this background area. I'm sorry if it's a little harder for you to see. It is for me too, because it's in the background. But I do think it's kind of cool how it comes like into focus and out of focus depending on where you are, and that's kind of cool. But it's a pretty basic game at its core, but it does have more to offer than just this, and I'll obviously explain that as we come across some other things within this game. There we go. I wanted to kill this guy before I even jumped up there. Good. There we go. Then we can shoot these guys. No problem. Okay, so now we need to jump back into the foreground. Shoot this guy. I like the music a lot. It's definitely got an old school feel to it, and that's, I'm sure, what they're going for. You need to jump pretty far on that one to reach that. So I do like it, you know, and I kind of have a sweet spot in my heart for games like this that have an old school aesthetic and feel to them, and that's obviously like what they're trying to do. And so I really do like that kind of stuff. There we go. Uh-oh. Oh, that was close. There we go. So I do like that. But I do have some other gripes as well, and one of them is that there is not controller support. And I know that's that might sound a little petty, or, you know, like, oh, come on, get over it, but it's actually kind of a big deal for me, and especially because you can't even change the controls in the game. So you're stuck with the control scheme they've laid out for you, which I've mentioned in the past in certain games that I've played where that's kind of a big gripe for me, especially because the button layout is, oh shoot, is different from other games I've played. So I want to be the Boshi. Z is jump and X is shoot. In this game, X is jump and Z is shoot. And you can imagine that actually is very disorienting if you're not used to it. This is going to be tough though. I'm going to just jump and then duck, alright? And then, oh, we can't shoot him yet. We got to do the jump and shoot. Let's take it easy. Since I have one life, I don't want to take any chances. There we go. We're almost at the end. So anyway, you can imagine that's one little thing that kind of... It's fine, because you just got to get used to it, right? Like, it's just a matter of getting used to the controls, but that is something that I kind of, if I were grading or whatever, I would deduct points, but it's not a huge deal to me. Oops. And if you fall like with no reaction to physics whatsoever. There we go. And instead you just fall very slowly, which is interesting, but that's the way they made it, I guess. So anyway, here you go. Now we've completed this level entirely. There is a full, we got all 3 stars basically of that level. And all these levels are open right now, but once you have 4 or more, the number that's on the door of little gears or whatever that we've collected, that will unlock new levels. If you go to Granny, here, let's show off some of the other things here. Granny's Attic, you can buy some things. So the little diamonds I collected, that's basically your money. You can buy upgrades, power-ups in Grandma's Attic here. You need to collect more golden diamonds. So I'm assuming this has something to do with maybe you jump higher. This is like a... Excuse me, man. It doesn't really tell you, but I mean, they're power-ups of some kind. Then, this actually was really cool, and I found this to be a big plus for me, actually, when I played this. You look in this mirror, and now we are in, for lack of a better term, let's call it the Dark World, because it's essentially like in Super Meat Boy, how there's dark versions of the same levels. You can see it's kind of starting out the same, right? It's doing the same feel, like the dark level feel to it, or sorry, it's just like the first level, but instead all enemies are ghosts, so you can't shoot them. Your bullets just go right through them. They can still hurt you, but you cannot hurt them. So this is a much harder version of the level that we just did. And so, it's tricky and it's hard, and you gotta be really careful going through here. You can't hurt these guys at all, so you just gotta kind of keep moving. This is gonna smush me if I'm not careful. There we go, made it past it. Let's jump our way across. Very good, so then we can jump. I think this is as far as I ever got in this level. It's definitely the harder version of, oh yeah, and it's tough. It's tough when, ooh, boy, when you can't hurt enemies. That definitely adds a new element of danger. But it's for the player that the other levels are just not quite challenging enough for you. Here you go. This is your challenge. This is challenge mode basically, and you can do it from the very beginning. So that's kind of cool actually. I like that this is an option to play even from the very beginning of the game. You don't have to, unlock it later on. You can just start playing the hard mode immediately. So let's see how far I can possibly get in hard mode here. Like I said, I've never gotten this far in the level before. I want to collect as many of these as possible. I don't know why. I guess just because I'm silly like that. But you can see there when I fell, like, you fall so slowly. In fact, you fall very slow, about as fast as you can move across the screen anyway. This is going to be a little tricky. I'm going to see if I can make the leap. Barely. All right, so we made that jump. We're going to do this and jump back. All right, and I think we did it here. We were about to beat the first level. And of course, this is just the first level, so I can only imagine how much harder like the last level, Dark World version, would be. But there you go. We got both stars out of there. We got, I think one is for completing the level, and then the little diamond next to it is if you've collected all the diamonds in the area. So let's go back to the regular world now, and we'll do another level here. But anyway, this is the gist of it, but of course it will introduce some more things along the way as you go here. This is just the very beginning of what becomes, I'm assuming anyway, a very difficult, very elaborate game. But I do have my gripes, I really do, and I've mentioned kind of my two biggest ones so far that, can I get over here? Okay, good. I am a little peeved that there's not controller support or even just the ability to change your controls. That's a big thing for me. I'm a little used to it now, but it still makes it's hard to get used to of having opposite controls of other games that I've played and been very used to. Because a lot of thing about games is just muscle memory. This is a new guy. He hops from the foreground to the background, so you got to kind of move when he's not in the foreground, otherwise he just blocks your way. And then these platforms, of course, appear and disappear, so you gotta time it just right to deal with those. Alright, so let's go over here. There is another level down there, as you can see, G-Land. Let's finish out the regular level first, and then we'll deal with G-Land. Oh boy. Yeah, and it's some people are all about keyboard controls, you know, and that's their thing, and they're super used to keyboard controls. I'm not one of those people. I like having a controller when at all possible. So, ooh, that was close. So, you know, if it's possible for me to do it, I want to have a controller. I'll take my time here. Watch out for these guys. Now, you also can use the space bar to jump. So it's actually not just the X button. You can also use space. So that helps a little bit when it comes to, there we go. Uh-oh, ooh, that was close. It helps a little bit in terms of, you know, trying to remember which button to press and whatever, but looks like there's another level in the background there that we can go to. So there's lots of expanding, branching paths that would appear, but it's kind of cool. There's something about it, like I know I've said my things of dislikes, but at the same time, oops, it has its things about it too. It has its charms, and there's kind of a lot to be said actually about its charms. I love the visuals, I love the music, I love just the graphical style. It's a game that I would love to play. Like, it's definitely one of those games that's more well put together, if that makes any sense. It's better. What am I trying to say? It's well made. It's a well made game for sure. Now let's see here. I unlocked a hovercraft. I don't know what that means. Can I jump higher? I don't think so. Let's go back and try a bonus level in here just to. So that once you've collected diamonds, they don't reappear, which makes sense because that's its, you know, that's your currency. So they don't want it to be unlimited. There's also, as you can see, times, so you can do like time trial, you know, or other things like that. Let's go to G-Land. Okay, oh, alright. Now this is harder. I believe this is, I think I've seen this before. I tried playing this once. It's a harder version of, say, yeah, this is actually really hard. Oh gosh, I pressed the wrong button. If you fall on the spikes, that's instant death right there. Now there isn't like lives or anything as far as I know. I don't believe there are lives and continues. See, yeah, that's actually hard. You gotta time that just right. Okay, ooh, yep, there you go. Wow, that was close. Let's bring it back. Ooh, yikes. Oh man, I'm gonna die if I'm not careful. Yikes. I didn't mean to get that, but that's the way it ended up. Alright. Now when you hover, you kind of get an extra tiny little boost up. So sometimes there's enemies that you can't quite reach when you just jump normally. When you hover, you will reach them. Alright, let's try this. Oh boy, yep, okay. I was afraid of that. And so that's, you can kind of see it's hard. This is a very hard level, and immediately they're getting harder than they were before. But we're gonna try it again to do the hover. Yeah, that's I made that look easy, but it's actually really hard, and I'm gonna fall to my death. Oh, it's the timing of it. So anyway, let's quit this level. I'm going to show off one more level real quick. Let's just do this one. I don't think I've done this level yet. This is a new level to me. So let's see it here. There's falling hammers in the foreground and background, or they're going back into the, you know what I'm trying to say. So anyway, there's that. Let's try and kill these guys. So anyway, it's like it seems like it would be one of, like, it has the potential to be one of my favorite games. Like, that's seriously how I feel about it, visually and gameplay wise. But it has its shortcomings that keeps me from feeling that way because of the things I mentioned. You move really slow, that's frustrating. I wish you could move faster. Just the physics in general are a little odd. But my biggest gripe by far is the controls. I wish there was better, easier to manage controls, or at the very least the ability to change them. Okay, I was making sure that's part of the background, not something that I was gonna hit and die. There we go, we'll duck and shoot that guy. That being said, it still is a really fun game, and I really do enjoy it. But yeah, it was on a Humble Bundle actually, so it's on Steam. That's how I'm playing it right now, and I will put that link in the description. Okay, yeah, I see some dudes here. I gotta be careful. I really liked the going in the background and foreground thing. That really is kind of what set it apart to me. That's what made this game something I wanted to at least even look at here on Show Off. Let's try and finish out this level, and we'll probably call it good here. Got some hammers to worry about, that's for sure. These guys move faster than the little blob guy that was blocking our path earlier. I mean, the levels look great. Here's some ice physics for you. So you can see I'm slipping around on the ice. I like ice levels. I don't mind when levels have ice physics. It's fine by me. But there you go, we beat that level. So it's kind of got everything you want, I feel like. It's got the massive potential to make it a very fun game, meaning what appears to be bonus levels or something, down below here, right below where I am, there's some sort of like extra doors that might be like bosses. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know. Power-ups you can buy. There's the Dark World. It's got a whole lot to offer. It's actually really cool. I think there's a lot to the game here. But it has its things that I've already mentioned, so I just won't mention them anymore. But go try it out for yourself. And I mean, you may absolutely love it. Maybe you love keyboard controls. Maybe you're all about it. Regardless, it's still a fun game to play, so you should pick it up. It's called Mutant Mudds Deluxe, and it's very fun. It's a very cool game. So anyway, I'll see you guys on the next episode of Show Off. Until then, thanks for watching. I'm Snowman. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.